In this podcast episode, Jason Magnavice shares his extensive experience from a dynamic military career as a Navy SEAL with over 26 years of service, including time with SEAL Team 2 and Red Squadron of the Joint Special Operations Command, DEV Group. The conversation touches upon his upbringing, military journey, leadership lessons, combat deployments, transition into aviation, and life after service. He offers candid insights into the culture of the SEAL teams, operational challenges, and his path toward becoming an airline pilot. The episode also delves into his personal background, family life, faith, and coping mechanisms after military service. Jason grew up in Waterbury, Connecticut, enjoying typical childhood activities like biking, baseball, and football. Influenced heavily by his grandfather, a Korean War veteran and outdoorsman, Jason developed a strong connection to nature, learning skills like hiking and spearmaking during their outings. His father, a Vietnam veteran, worked as a transportation supervisor after his Navy service, while his mother was a Jehovah's Witness, a faith that shaped much of Jason's early life, including strict observance of religious practices and prohibitions on celebrating holidays. Jason is the eldest of 3 siblings and describes his childhood as structured, especially under his father's stern approach to sports and discipline. The family's Jehovah's Witness faith brought unique challenges, with consistent attendance at Kingdom Hall, door-to-door proselytizing, and avoidance of holidays like Christmas and birthdays. Jason speaks to the dedication of the community, but also highlights the social difficulties of growing up differently from peers. His mother eventually left the religion around the time Jason joined the military. This personal account illuminates the complex intersection of faith, upbringing, and identity in Jason's early years. Inspired by the 1982 film First Blood, Rambo, Jason developed a fascination with becoming a Navy SEAL at a young age. His father encouraged a path toward commissioning, but Jason was determined to enlist and pursue SEAL training directly. After boot camp and Navy Quartermaster School, he attended BUD-S, Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL training, which he found mentally taxing but ultimately rewarding. Jason reflects on the rigors of BUD-S, describing the physical and psychological challenges and emphasizing the importance of mental resilience and health to succeed. Upon graduating BUD-S, Jason was assigned to SEAL Team 2, where he spent approximately 8 years. Training was rigorous, and the team culture involved hazing rituals common at the time. Jason shares vivid anecdotes about the challenges faced as a junior operator, including unsafe or extreme hazing practices. His deployments included peacekeeping operations in the Balkans, Norway for winter warfare training, and embargo enforcement missions in the Adriatic Sea. These early missions were often characterized by long periods of downtime mixed with high-intensity ship takedown training and multinational cooperation. Jason took a break from the SEAL teams, briefly leaving active service to pursue a career as a U.S. Marshal, but was denied entry due to a service-wide screening at the time. He worked in a federal correctional institution before deciding to return to the Navy. Afterwards, encouraged by peers, he screened for and entered DEV Group, SEAL Team 6, where he underwent the demanding Green Team selection. He describes Green Team as cerebral and physically challenging, focusing heavily on safety and precision, particularly with weapons handling and parachuting. He notes the pre-9/11 era of relatively low operational tempo and the elitist attitude he encountered among some operators. Graduating Green Team in September 2001, Jason cites the extraordinary impact of the September 11 attacks as pivotal to his career trajectory. His initial deployment to Afghanistan marked his first real combat experience in a high-stakes environment. Jason recounts arriving in Kandahar and operating out of austere conditions with minimal support while hunting terrorist targets, including involvement in Operation Anaconda. He recalls the loss of comrades during combat, particularly Neil Roberts, Fifi Chappie, and conveys the mix of grief and resolve to continue fighting. Calling in close air support with B-52 bombers was a formative experience that impressed upon him the severity and precision required in combat operations. Following Afghanistan, Jason deployed multiple times to Iraq. There, his squadron engaged in direct action missions targeting insurgents and terrorist networks, often executing fast-paced raids and ambushes. He describes the dynamics of mission planning with flexibility and adapting to changing intelligence. His combat role varied between being a direct assaulter and providing sniper overwatch. He shares stories of rooftop engagements and other intense firefights, emphasizing the necessity to compartmentalize emotional stress and focus on mission success. Jason highlights both the thrill and challenges of high-tempo operations, as well as collaborating with counterparts from Army's Delta Force and other special operations elements. After years of intense field deployments, Jason sought a change to reduce time away from family and to expand his skill set. He transitioned into the Naval Special Warfare Aviation Unit, a smaller component responsible for flying special mission aircraft stateside and overseas. His background as a communicator facilitated this move. Jason talks about the unique role of SEAL aviators, often flying cargo, weapons, and personnel with less deployment tempo, but essential operational support responsibilities. He completed extensive flight training, earning civilian pilot certifications alongside military qualifications. Flying Gulfstream business jets and other aircraft, he relished the opportunity to learn new technology and contribute in a different capacity. Later in his career, he undertook recruiting district coordinator duty in San Antonio, Texas. Initially skeptical about recruitment work, Jason found it rewarding to engage with young candidates and ensure quality standards for Navy special warfare entrants. He critiques some aspects of military recruitment, particularly when quality is sacrificed for quantity, but emphasizes the importance of realistic screening. Throughout the episode, Jason reflects on leadership lessons learned from exemplary leaders like his platoon chief, Crazy Horse, praising leaders who lead by example, remain humble, ask questions, and effectively delegate. These qualities informed his own leadership philosophy. Jason shares glimpses into his personal life, including being a father and now grandfather of 2 grandsons. His miles-away relationship with his daughter is touched on with honesty about the challenges stemming from long deployments and eventual divorce. He discusses the emotional impact of balancing family and military obligations and acknowledges the toll deployments took on his marriage. He underscores his efforts to stay connected with his daughter and grandchildren and looks forward to sharing his passion for shooting and outdoor sports with them. The discussion touches on Jason's complex journey with faith. Raised in a strict Jehovah's Witness household, he distanced himself from religion during his early adult years. More recently, he has rediscovered Christianity through non-denominational teachings, focusing on the life of Jesus and spiritual warfare. He expresses respect for various religious traditions and highlights the role of faith in coping with life's challenges, including military service and post-service transitions. His nuanced views on religion offer a glimpse into his personal growth and reflective nature. Jason addresses dealing with the psychological and physical aftermath of military service. While denying significant PTSD, he acknowledges traumatic experiences, traumatic brain injury, and the importance of compartmentalization. He credits staying busy with activities like shooting, motorcycling, and car restoration as healthy outlets for stress relief. Jason notes the bureaucratic challenges faced as a veteran when interacting with agencies like the FAA regarding medical certifications and disabilities. He emphasizes the value of family support, ongoing engagement with faith, and staying active to maintain mental and emotional health. Since retiring from the Navy in 2019, Jason has embraced a career in civilian aviation, flying Gulfstream jets for private and freight carriers, further developing his skills and passion for flying. He enjoys living in Texas and shares plans to bond with his grandchildren through outdoor activities like shooting. Reflecting on his extensive career, Jason expresses fondness for camaraderie with fellow operators, but also recognizes the physical and mental toll military service exacted. His story illustrates the journey of a highly trained warrior adapting to life beyond combat zones while maintaining core values and a commitment to excellence.